Protect yourself from hackers by increasing the strength of your passwords you use. Here with some tips to help you keep your information private is Adam Hesch, who's an adjunct professor in cybersecurity at the Tulane School of Professional Advancement. Good morning. All right, so one of your tips that you put together for us right out of the box was have a unique password for everything.
Yes, it's incredibly important. There's data breaches every single day. Every password you've probably ever used is available to people out on the internet and tied to your username.
You know, we were discussing this before we went on the air, and one of the things that you mentioned was you're only as strong as your weakest password, which I never, you know, because if your Facebook password is 123456, because who really cares if somebody gets into your Facebook account? But that's a window to the rest of you?
Yeah, they absolutely. Hackers will take a weak password, one that you've reused before, get into that account, and then use it to move to another. So they'll take your Facebook account, they'll reset your Apple password, then they'll use your Apple password to get into your bank.
All right, never enter a password for an insecure site. What do you mean by that?
So there's, when you're on public Wi-Fi, when you're in like a coffee shop, if you're using a site that's not using HTTPS, it's a method of securing communication, that password's clear to anyone in that network. So you need to make sure you're using a site that has that little lock symbol available to tell you that it's being secured.
How do you feel about hotel passwords? And you know, when they give you a password?
Yeah, so hotels, they give you a password, you go on their Wi-Fi. The best way to protect that's through a virtual private network, a VPN, which is a point-to-point way to encrypt all of your communication so that while you're using their internet, all of your communication to the servers you're talking to are not obscured to the people on that network.
All right, so you're okay, you think, to go ahead? If, you know, you get it with your room key, here's your password.
You do want to be very protective. I wouldn't go into banks. I wouldn't go into, you know, very sensitive things on a hotel internet, but you can use it for general browsing and things.
And my favorite tip from you is use a password that you don't know. What?
Yeah, so the best thing to do is the safest password is the one you don't know. I highly recommend people use a password manager, something like LastPass, 1Password, or Dashlane. These are all examples of companies that have staked their reputations on securing your passwords and making it so that you don't need to remember them. They'll create unique passwords for every account you have, and then that unique password will be saved by them, and then you can use a browser or an app.
All right, somebody might be listening to this and saying, you know, I can just store a password somewhere on my computer, and, you know, I'll put it in a Word file, and then I can get to it easily and do the same thing as that service that wants to charge me.
Yeah, unfortunately, Excel files on your desktop, text files, notebooks, sticky notes on your computer are not password managers. They're not safe. That's not the way that you want to put your passwords and store your security and your identity and your money.
All right, and 123456 or Apple One is not a good password.
Not a recommendation, no,
right,
sir.
Adam, thank you.